It's time for To the Max Sports, where we talk about sports. They're just two guys, Max and Drew, in a bar talking all things sports. Well, without the bar. And the beer. Wait, why aren't we in the bar?
Hello, and welcome to the Max Sports, just a stone's throw away from the world-famous Alamo in downtown San Antonio, Texas. How you doing, Bob?
I'm doing okay. I'm waiting for the new visitor center at the Alamo to be built so we can get more tourists, which I love.
Bob, it's a great weekend for football. I'll be at a college game tonight, and then the first round of the Wildcard playoffs in the NFL. So let's jump right into it, Bob. We got a great game tonight. My Ohio State Buckeyes, which is my first home, being from Piqua, Ohio, to my second home, Texas, San Antonio, Texas, where I've lived for 25 years. We have got a great matchup.
Well, I mean, you say great, but I'm now looking at CBS or Austin American Statesman, which is parroting CBS Sportsline, and nobody is picking Texas.
Well, we will get to that, why I think that line may be a little off. When I look at these two teams, Bob, I really see some similar styles. The quarterbacks are very good when they're good. They're prone to silly mistakes. The defenses are really good. The coaching staffs are good, but they have been questioned many times throughout the season for their questionable play calling. And they have two offenses which both teams are capable of lighting up the board at any point. So I really see two teams that are very similar. I would have opened up the line at around Buckeyes -3. I think this will be a relatively high-scoring game. What are your thoughts?
It may be close Ohio State could blow Texas's doors off. If Texas plays average and Ohio State plays average, I think Ohio State by at least 7, if not two possessions. Now, if Ohio State has an off game and Texas plays up, Texas can win this game. But that has to be what has to happen. Ohio State has 3 first-round wide receivers on offense.
Yeah.
And as long as you can distribute that ball to them, they can put up some points. And Texas has a decent defense. The one thing Texas needs to do is have a better running offense, because if you have to rely on Ewers to drop back and play in the pocket without a running offense to provide some play action, some other stuff, I think Ewers under pressure isn't particularly good, and that's his one Achilles heel.
Yeah, I think one of our Achilles heels is actually Ewers, because we have a history of ex-Buckeyes coming back to bite us in the ass. Anybody heard of Joe Burrows? Now, he didn't play against us, but he played for us, and we let him go. But, no, I agree. Our offense, you take our 3 wide receivers, they're all first-rounders at some point in the NFL. They'll be playing on Sundays. I think my biggest concern is letting Day just open up the playbook, which he seemed to have done the last couple weeks. Because remember, Bob, we're only 1 month removed from people calling for Day to be fired.
Well, his white whale is Michigan right now.
Yeah.
I mean, even with Harbaugh leaving, I thought Harbaugh was his white whale, and then Harbaugh leaves, and quite frankly, Michigan had a big off year this year, but they still went to Ohio State and beat Ryan Day in his own house.
Yeah.
Which, call for his resignation or call for his firing. But he wins the first round in the playoffs, wins the second round, and both of those games, quite frankly, weren't all that close. Neither one of them was.
Yeah. And I think unless it's an absolute Texas blowout, Day probably saved his job with these 2 playoff wins in the college bowl games.
And I don't see this being a Texas blowout. I see this if Texas wins, it's going to be something in the fourth quarter. There's going to be fourth quarter heroics, and that's quite frankly, it seems where Ewers really tends to shine a little bit. That 4th and 13 pass was exquisite.
Beautiful. So, final predictions on this. We'll move off to the NFL playoff round predictions. Scoring prediction.
Oh, give me Ohio State. I'm gonna lay the points. This is at least 10, if not 14.
I'm going to go the opposite way. When I see two teams that have very similar styles of play, give me Ohio State to win 31-27, but to not cover the points.
Which is 6 right now.
And what's going to be a very emotional roller coaster game, I think, for both teams.
Yeah, and I think for me, the game will, for Texas, if Texas to win, they have to come out strong, put some points on the board in the first quarter, and make Ohio State play a little bit from behind, and then protect that lead, which is what they've done. And what Texas doesn't need to do is fall asleep in the middle of the game, which is kind of what they did against Arizona State, and didn't respect Arizona State, it seemed.
Which is kind of the knock on Ohio State until the last couple of weeks. Come out early, knock them in the mouth, make them play catch up, because. Being an Ohio State fan, being a Texas fan, I can tell you one thing, and I think I speak for both fan bases. We never feel like there's a big enough lead going into the fourth quarter. Bob, it's going to be a great game.
Yeah.
We both have the Buckeyes. You've got...
I have the Buckeyes to cover, and cover not handily, or cover handily.
Bob's got them to cover. I got them to win, but not to cover. Okay, Bob, on to the NFL. Some great wildcard matchups. Our first game on Saturday, we've got the Los Angeles Chargers versus Houston. What are your thoughts on that one, Bob?
This is a bye game for Los Angeles. This is a bye game for the Chargers. The Texans are, quite frankly, backing into the playoffs. The only way they're there is by rule that division winner has to come play. I don't have any respect for the Texans to win this game. Give me the Chargers, lay the points easily.
Yeah, we got LA -3. The Chargers have had a great run with Harbaugh. Obviously, you can see what a great coach can do when he puts a plan together. My issue with the Chargers, and yes, their defense is top-notch, but pretty much they're a one-trick pony. I mean, they got Herbert, but you get past their rookie wide receiver, not much of a running game. And I think D'Amico Ryans will dial up some plays to put some pressure on Herbert. Stroud has definitely suffered from a sophomore slump. But this is when you get guys like Mixon in the offseason, which Houston did. This is when you get that veteran running back to take a little pressure off your young quarterback.
Okay.
They do have the receivers and Tank Dell and some others. They're playing at home. I know Houston's been backsliding. I'm going to take Houston and lay the points. And what I think.
Oh, no, you're not laying points. You're getting points.
Houston's giving 3.
No. Chargers are giving 3. Houston is a 3-point dog.
Correct. Wow. Yeah, and it's at Houston?
Yep.
Give me Houston in the 3.
Yep. Okay. I mean.
I think D'Amico Ryans will. It's a sucker bet, but I think D'Amico Ryans will put up just enough pressure.
I respect your ability to have an opinion. In this instance, you're wrong. But okay.
But I think if they contain their one weapon, that rookie wide receiver that the Chargers have, I think the reason for the points is the Chargers defense is outstanding.
Yeah. And I will probably end up taking the under in this game as well, which is 42.5.
Should be a good game. We differ on the outcome.
Yeah.
The late game, another intriguing matchup, Pittsburgh versus Baltimore.
Baltimore favored by 9.5.
9.5. This is what you call a conference game, which you always say is going to be close.
This is the third time. This is the third time they faced each other, and I would take the Ravens on the money line and the Steelers with the points.
Yeah, Baltimore's been sliding on a 4-game losing streak. The last time they played, they beat Pittsburgh pretty handily. But I'll tell you, this is a tough one. It's a lot of points in what I consider to be a division rivalry.
It is a division rivalry. I would consider it to be.
However, given the fact that You've got a mercurial player in Pickens, who you never know who's going to show up. You've got a quarterback now who's been backsliding. Started off hot. Your favorite quarterback for Pittsburgh.
Okay.
I think, oh man, Baltimore's got so many weapons on offense.
Zay Flowers isn't going to play.
That's true. Given the fact that he's not playing, give me Pittsburgh to lose but to cover.
Okay.
The 9.5.
We can agree on that then. So we move to Sunday. Broncos on the road at the Bills, and I'm a little surprised that this line is tighter than the Steelers-Ravens line. Bills are only favored by 8.5.
Yeah, my philosophy is you never bet a rookie on the road, and that's what you're getting in Denver with their quarterback. I just think that the Bills, I think Broncos are going to hang around early, but I think pedigree takes over and the Buffalo Bills cover this line.
Okay, I'm with you. I don't see the Broncos being anything more than a speed bump. Now this is the NFL and anything could happen. Sean Payton, not that bad of a coach, but it is Buffalo. I mean, Denver plays in Denver, so rookie quarterback. Now we have two rookie quarterbacks in the playoffs. Now I'm gonna go a little different on the other rookie quarterback, but this rookie quarterback I think is gonna have some issues.
Yeah. So we both have Buffalo to cover the line.
Yeah.
In the game. And then we have a Sunday game too.
We have two more Sunday games.
Green Bay and Philly. Sorry, Bob, I'm losing my voice.
Looks like Hurts has not cleared, as of the recording of this, Hurts has not cleared concussion protocol yet, but he was a full participant in practice yesterday.
Green Bay's got some weapons. Josh Jacobs, a running back. Their quarterback is solid, but he has a propensity to make mistakes, and Green Bay's defense is good. Having said all that, Philly at home in January, I got to take Philly to cover.
Okay. Yeah,
Plus a beast of a running back.
I don't know. I kind of want to continue this NFC North thing going into the playoffs. Actually, give me the Packers and give me the Packers to win outright.
Really? Why?
Because I hate the Eagles.
So that's your only reason?
Well, I just wonder.
Forget about Saquon Barkley. Forget about the receiver core. Forget about Hurts probably playing.
One hit on Hurts and Hurts is out. If Hurts is out, we're down to a quarterback I think was pumping gas on the Jersey Turnpike this summer.
He played pretty good last week.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Okay.
But hey, all right. So we differ.
Here we go.
And last game, Bob.
Last game on Sunday. Commanders on the road at the Buccaneers. Buccaneers are favored by 3 with a huge over-under on this is 50.5, which is a pretty decent number. But then again, these are offenses that can put up numbers.
I like the things Washington's done this year. They've slowed down a little bit the last couple games. Their rookie quarterback's come back down to earth. This guy's solid. Should be the rookie of the year, in my opinion.
Probably will be.
Just played absolutely lights out. However, I'm going to stick with my philosophy. I do not like rookies on the road come playoff time. Baker Mayfield is as hot as any quarterback in the NFL when he's on. I think Tampa Bay covers this fairly handily.
I think you're wrong. I'm going to go with the rookie quarterback on this. I got a little bit of Commanders love in this as well. But I mean, this is as far. I mean, Commanders or Buccaneers win this game. This is as far as they go. But yeah, give me the Commanders and Dan Quinn on the road. Yeah, I'll take the Commanders. I don't know if I put the Commanders on the money line, but
they played lights out. Quinn's definitely should be considered one of the rookie of the year head coaches.
Oh, he should be
Minnesota's guy.
Yeah,
and even the dude in Seattle has done well.
I mean, the other thing for me for the Commanders is this is a team which this was supposed to be kind of a middle of the year or middle of their progress towards getting back into competitive excellence, get out of the previous owner, Dan Snyder, with the new owner, get some new blood in there, reinvigorate that organization, which it looks like, according to reports, maybe going back to the old RFK Stadium site, because that looks like it's been approved, and get out of that sewage dump that is, FedEx Field or whatever it's called these days. I quite frankly think they're playing with house money. And I don't like teams that are on the road or teams anywhere that are playing with house money. They're not going to play tight. I think they're going to play loose. So, that's the other reason for the Commanders for me.
I mean, it's an intriguing matchup. But anytime you've got a healthy Mike Evans and Baker Mayfield slinging the ball, they've even found a running back this year in Bucky Irvin. So that was missing link last year. I'm going to flip it and say Tampa Bay wins handily.
Okay.
Last game, Monday night, which with all of the wildfires in LA and everything going on down there, has been moved to Glendale, Arizona. Okay. Vikings, quote unquote, on the road at the Rams. Vikings are favored by 2.5 on the road. Now, I think that's a lot of. They were handled very well by Detroit. Once Detroit got kicking. Yeah. They were handled very well. So I wonder if this provides a script to L.A. I like Sean McVay. This is another club that I think has outperformed and was sneaky good this year. They were kind of sneaky good last year. So for me, going against my NFC North thing, I want to see the Rams win this game. So I'm going to pick the Rams. Yeah, I've got the Rams in this. Give me the veteran quarterback in Matthew Stafford, Puka Nacua, Cooper Kupp. Some great receivers. The knock on them is they don't have much of a running game, and Brian Flores on the flip side for Minnesota is probably going to dial up some plays to put some pressure on Stafford. Having said that, give me the more experienced team. Give me the Rams. Great season for the Vikings. I think they've outperformed, I think we could say, all expectations this year.
I quite frankly think that McCaffrey, getting injured in the preseason was a blessing in disguise for them.
Well, gave McCarthy a year to look back and see how it's run. Obviously, Sam Darnold's, they're going to back up the Brinks truck. This is a big payday game for him, though, too.
I actually had an argument with someone about this. I don't think you do it. Was it you and I that had this argument? It was probably Mike. I don't think you back up the Brinks truck to Donald. I think you franchise tag him. You keep him around for one more year. Let McCarthy come along a little bit. I wouldn't trade McCarthy. I've heard a lot of that talk. I'd keep them both in the quarterback room. Darnold's my QB1.
Is he franchise eligible if it's a one-year deal?
Yeah, he's franchise eligible.
Is he? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, which is still $40-some-odd million for a quarterback, which is a pretty nice payday. Yeah. And it's fully guaranteed.
I actually don't disagree with that if they can do it, yes.
But I wouldn't give him a long-term contract because then I have to get rid of McCarthy. Then I have to trade McCarthy.
Yeah.
So that's my thoughts on that.
I'm on board with that. Yeah. So we both agree on the LA game. LA covers.
Yeah.
Well, we will.
Or LA with the points. Remember, the Vikings are favored.
So we'll take the points and take LA. So, Bob, we'll get together next week and overreact all our picks. And until then, have a great day. We'll see you next week on To the Max Sports.
Peace out.
OH. I hope.